reviewing Magic Cop by Zade Comics. This is a Comicsgate book. It's awesome. It's a book I backed, and it's pretty cool. It came with this really cool blockhead, and it also came with this really cool soundtrack that you could listen to. Right off the bat, I'm just gonna say that this book was a real fun, entertaining experience. It really brings you back to like the '80s and the old shows like Miami Vice and Scarface, even a lot of those kind of like Floridian TV shows, where they're in Miami and stuff like that. And it was really cool. The whole book really had like a episodic TV show feel to it, which I loved. And I even put on the music in my headphones and listened to it while I was reading the book at some points. Yeah, and it's really cool. The creators, the Diaz brothers, Zade, they signed the book, and I ordered it, and they shipped it like within a week. So it's just really, really cool. Yeah, and these are the dudes right there, and they're really like showing the support to like everyone that made the book possible. Like all of CG, War Campaign, a lot of the really big voices and supporters of Comicsgate. So good on those guys, and it's really cool. And as I was saying, when you're reading the book, like right off the bat in the beginning, it just even like opens up like a TV show, and it has all the casting credits, like starring Ignitus Cromwell. That's the main character, Iggy. And yeah, it just goes through there. I like the way they did that. So it just kind of feels like a movie. And yeah, it just feels really really fun. It's a really like entertaining experience. It's very immersive. It really feels like you're watching an episode, and like you feel like a lot of nostalgia when you're reading it. I really like the way that when they do these flashback sequences, when they're telling some of the backstories, or where they're just really going back and switching the time shifts in the story. It's really cool because they do like this camera filter, and it kind of like that. When you look at it, it makes it look like you're actually watching a TV from like the '80s. That whenever the TV would go out of whack, and you'd have to get off the couch and put your beer down and go and smack it. It does that. So whenever there's like a scene where they're basically going back in time, or changing the time period, it's really cool. There's also really cool characters in here. I could totally see this as a cartoon or even a TV show. I could definitely see it getting picked up in the future. I have a lot of characters I like in here. I mean, Magic Cop's obviously awesome, but I really like this leprechaun dude. I think his name's O'Hare, and he's got this leprechaun hat like this. It's really, made me really think about it. I kind of liked it because he's part leprechaun, part giant. So he's like right in the middle, and I don't know. I just thought that was very creative. And there's a scene right here where they're about to invade like a den of it's like a whorehouse or something like that, or a brothel in the sewer. And he's like, knock knock, and he's like password, taste the rainbow. And he just blasts him, taste the rainbow. Just shoots him. Yeah, awesome, man. I really love that. And then yeah, there's also another character called Detective Gray. He's a whatchamacallit, he's a lichen. So basically he's a shapeshifter, werewolf, and he can basically turn back in time, or he can switch, I'm sorry, from werewolf to human at any point. And he's got a pretty cool really cool backstory in the book that I really liked. And the writing on here is just phenomenal. I liked it a lot. I liked that a lot of the characters had a lot of backstory, and it actually had me craving for more, like wanting to read the next Magic Cop. I can't wait to see the next one. And it's funny too, because like at the end of the book, when you're reading it, this is the last page, and it's like cue. They actually cue the Magic Cop theme song now. So it's just like straight up got that '80s feel to it, and it's just a lot of fun. You could pick this book up, and right here, and crack open, get like a Long Island iced tea, or a Mai Tai, or pina colada, or whatever you drink, cool beer, and just have fun reading it. It's a fun experience. It's got a lot of cool characters in it. The art is is a really awesome. I like the way that the coloring and the artist, like the directions they took. There's some really cool panels. There's this one panel where they're talking about one of the characters where they're on a ship and it shows like the deck, the middle of the boat, and then also the belly of the bottom of the below deck. And I just like the way he set up the panels, so that was really cool. But yeah, like definitely check this book out. It's awesome. I said it before. It's a very immersive experience. It's not just reading the book. It's just all the packages, all the stuff that they got. I got in towards the end of the campaign, and again they mailed it off. I got this cool like blockhead. I'm not even gonna open it. I'm gonna keep this as a collector's item, and they packed it up. They even put this in here. It's this new storyline that they got coming out, a new campaign. I'm sorry, it's called The Lost Pages, and yeah, it looks really cool. I think there's gonna be like 4 to 5 stories in it. But yeah, definitely check out Magicop, back it. I'm gonna give this one 2 horns way the fuck up. And I was at the beer store the other day, and I came across this Maduro brown ale. It's Cigar City. It's from Tampa, Florida. So you know, got some really cool. It's a brown ale, cigar style, and it's named after a dark cigar raptor. Maduro brown ale boasts notes of semi-sweet chocolate, toffee, and hints of fresh coffee. Complex and full-bodied. Our malt-forward ale is brewed with flakes of oats to add depth of character. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a crack at it. Wow, it smells pretty good. It's dark ale. I love the dark beers. Wow, that's really smooth. Delicious. Tastes kind of like a Newcastle. It's really good. But yeah, if you want, you can like I was saying, check out this Lost Pages campaign. This is a new book by the Zade Comics, the Diaz brothers, and it's on a pre-campaign right now. I just signed up for it. You guys can come sign up for it now too. It's again, it's the start of the Zade's Comics Connected universe, and basically it's when a magic tomb falls into the hands of a homeless man. Stories lost to time are spoken into the world once again. Tales of heroes, each exploring different genre and style, held together by the Book of Lost Pages, kept alive by your minds, one day to come together and write the end of times. These all look very entertaining, the stories. I'm personally drawn to this silhouette one. This looks really cool. It's a modern-day supernatural vigilante. One night strolling through sin, in the story, a shadow taller than a soul. We find out why the silhouette must save the innocent in a city of filth. And there's a little internal monologue, it looks like, possibly. To smell the scum of the city. To hear the screams of the innocent. Walking in the dust of the vile. Yeah, so, you know, I love that internal monologue stuff. It's awesome. And, yeah, that's art by Maxi, I can't pronounce, Dello. And then we have a wild card. It's an ancient mage balancing myths with man. This one we got art by Comicsgate superstar Joe Ball. He's a badass artist. This one right here, it's a being immortal leads wild card through time. In this tale, staccato at sea, he finds himself in the height of piracy, sailing the seas when his crew succumbs to the song of the horrific sirens. So that's another one. And we have this one right here. It kind of, to me, looks like a possible... this one right here looks like possibly like a Zorro type character, maybe. Which I'm really into. I got that pulp feel. And I believe this one is more like a... I think it's kind of like the Max or Pit or Lobo. It has that like 90s ultra violent action style that I love and I'm inspired by. So I can't wait to read that. It's just, the book just looks awesome. So come on and sign up for this one. And if you sign up for it and back it, looks like they're going to give you a card. Match Cop is still in demand right now, so you guys could pick it up and check it out. There's still a bunch of tiers for it. There's all kinds of stuff for you. This would be a perfect gift for somebody, and yeah, there's a bunch of cool things. So I'll have a link in the description for that. And if you want to, you can check out my campaign. It's also in a pre-campaign mode now. You can sign up for it. It's Butch Cleaver. It's about a crazy butcher that gets killed and he's brought back to life by a voodoo curse, and he gets the power to weaponize bone on a molecular level. So he's basically brought back to life, resurrected, and he's trying to figure out who killed him. And he basically is trying to find out again who killed him and avenge his murder and maybe become somewhat of a better guy than he was before. That's him with his bull. And there's another picture of him. It's just a logo. So if you want, check it out. But yeah, folks, again, check out Magic Cop. It's an awesome book. And if you like metal, you like movies, you like brewskis, you like comics, and stop on by, hit that like button, subscribe for metal, movies, and brewskis. Be safe, be good, be brave, and be cautious. You folks have a great day. And I got to give Maduro Brown Ale, Cigar City Brewing, Tampa, Florida, 2 horns, way up.